Hello, good afternoon Year 6 and welcome back to another maths session. Now, today we are going to be revising coordinates, but first of all, it's lovely to see you. It's been a while since I've been here, okay, in front of the TV doing this, but I need to show you some things on here so you can see them with me pointing at the same time. So, hello, and it's lovely to see you again. Okay then. Right, before we get started this morning, I would like you to have a go at your daily Kahoot challenge. Make sure you're having a go at this because it really does get your brain warmed up. It's not so much about who finishes first or second, okay? It's literally a chance for you to revise your quick mental mathematics. So please, 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 I want to see as many of you today as possible having a go at this, getting that brain warmed up and getting ready for the maths session ahead. The code is here, or you could go onto the daily task sheet and have a look at it on there, okay? Now then, we're revising coordinates today. This is, okay, a set of axes, okay? We've got 4 different quadrants. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. And they each have their own individual values. Of course they do. Now then, it says here, key question. Do you think it changes how we read coordinates? Do you think it matters how we read them? Well, let's just quickly write one down. I've got 1, 3, notice the brackets and the commas separate the values, and I've got 3, 1. Are they different? Can I read them the same way? Of course they're different, okay? It really does matter how we label them. The first number, the first value is always the x value, and the second one is always the y value, okay? So 1, 3, for example, is 1 on the x-axis, which is this one here, which is a value of 1, okay? So it's somewhere on this line. And it is 3 on the y. Well, the y-axis is here, 3 is there, so it's 1, 3. So this point is actually here, okay? That's 1, 3. And this one here is 3, 1. Well, that's 3 on the x-axis, which is here, and 1 on the y-axis, which is down there. So there's 2 completely different points. So it really does matter how you write and read coordinates. Now remember, a good way to remember this, okay, that's x and y, okay, is walk before you can fly, or along the corridor and up and down the stairs, okay? So along the corridor and then up or down the stairs. How you remember it does not matter, as long as you remember it's x first and then y. So let's have a little look at plotting some points here. So I've got 4 points and I want to plot them on this graph. It's going to make a quadrilateral. It might be regular, maybe irregular. Let's find out and see. So minus 4, 1. Well, make sure you remember that. Along the corridor and then up or down the stairs. So it's minus 4, which is going to be all the way over here, minus 4, and then it's 1. So it's minus 4, 1, which is just there, minus 4, 1. That makes it into quadrant 2. 2 minus 5, again, use my x-axis, 2, minus 5, well, these are all positive numbers, so I'm going to be going down. So it's 2, down all the way down to minus 5, which is just there. Okay then, minus 5, minus 4. Along the corridor, up and down the stairs, well, it's minus, so it's minus 5, minus 4, which is just here. Minus 5, minus 4. And then I've got my final point here, 1 and minus 6. Along the corridor to 1, and then up and downstairs, minus 6, so it's going down. Minus 6 is just here. And there we go. There is my shape plotted, and I could join up all the points, okay? It is indeed a quadrilateral, and there we go, okay? Plotted onto the graph. Voila. Let's have a look now, okay, at labelling these points here. So I've got points, let's call this point A, B, and C. Pause the video and go and have a go. Can you label each one of these points with the correct coordinates? So what are the coordinates for A, for B, and for C? When you're finished, press play and we'll go through the answers together. Okay then, hopefully you've had a go at that one now. So the coordinates for A, along the corridor first and then up or down the stairs. So along the corridor, okay, it's going to go to here, minus 2. So it's minus 2, 4. So it's minus 2, 4. Notice the brackets make it nice and clear, okay, minus 2, 4. B, along the corridor, it's 2 to minus 3. B is 2 minus 3. Okay, so it's along the corridor, then up or down the stairs. So it's 2 minus 3. And for C, go along, so I hit this line here, it's minus 5, minus 5, minus 2. So it's minus 5, minus 2. Again, you can go along, you can even draw on it if you wanted to. So I'll go along, it's minus 5 there, that's minus 5, and minus 2. Okay, and if you need to draw on the graph to make it easier, okay, onto the different coordinates, onto the different quadrants, feel free, okay? Whatever is easiest for you. Now then, there's 3 points here, okay, 3 coordinates, okay? There's point A, B, C, but we're missing one. This is going to make a quadrilateral, but I'm missing one of my points. Do you reckon you could work out which coordinate I am missing? What is the 4th point? Pause the video, have a little go, see if you can work it out. Either from these coordinates, what's the 4th one, or try and imagine plotting it on here. Which one would be missing? Let's see, and let's find out. Okay then, so point number 1, okay, the coordinates for point number 1 are minus 6, 2. So minus 6, 2, just there. Minus 2, 2 for the second point, okay, so the coordinates for point B or point 2 are minus 2, 2. So it's minus 2, 2. Ooh, hold on. That means that they've stayed on the same y coordinates. We can tell that by there. Could I then use that to help me find the missing one? Well, let's see. Minus 2, 0. Minus 2. And it's 0 on the y. Well, 0 is always here. Okay, so it's y or x. The 0 is always in this point. So it's minus 2, 0. Just there. I can start to join these up. Which one, or which coordinate, which point am I missing? Well, this one here, because that would make the perfect rectangle. Okay, so I'm missing this point. What is the missing point? Well, the missing point is going to be minus 6, 0. Okay, and there we go, plot it out. We found our missing point. Okay, point D, the coordinates are minus 6, 0, and there it is. And if you look, if you compare the different x coordinates and the different y coordinates, you will see that you would have been able to work that out without even drawing it out, okay? Let's have a look at that in a little bit more detail with this question here. And this is asking us to work out the missing coordinates of this rectangle. So we're missing the coordinates for point A and we're missing the coordinates for point D. Okay then, I don't have any numbers here, so I'm going to have to go off these 2 points here, B and C. The coordinates are there for that, so I can use that to help me, okay? So if you're ever faced with this question, you know that you're going to have 2 points, okay? You're going to have somewhere on the x and somewhere on the y-axis. Well, let's look at point A, okay? We know that this is in line, okay? This line is horizontal, okay? And it's in line with point B, which means that they are the same on the y-axis. They go through the y-axis at the same point, which must mean that the y-coordinates will be the same on both of them. So that will be an 8 there, okay? It's going through the y exactly at the same point, because it's a perfectly horizontal line, so it's 8 and 8. Let's have a look at the line going down. Well, this goes through the x-axis at the same point. Well, hold on. That must mean that the x-axis is the same for this one and this one. So A is going to be minus 1 taken from there, minus 1, and 8 taken from there, okay? Minus 1, 8. So minus 1, 8, 7, 8. Minus 1, minus 3. So what would this one be here? What would the coordinates for D be? Well, hold on, same thing. I've now got my vertical line going down, which means they go through the x-axis at the same points. So the x-axis must be the same number. So that is a 7. And the y, well, again, it's a horizontal line here, going through the y-axis at the same point, which must mean it's minus 3. And there we go. Okay, for my quadrilateral here, I've used the information to find the missing points. This one is minus 1, 8, and this one is 7, minus 3. Okay, and you can tell that just by using information provided to you. Now, that's the first part answered. Second part is, what is the length of side AB? So what is the length of this side here that I've just drawn a squiggly line across from A to B? Well, hold on. A to B, that's an x-axis, is going across that means it's to do with the x-axis. So -1 to 7, well, -1 to 0 is 1, and 0 to 7 is 7. So 1 plus 7 is 8. That must mean that the length of side AB is 8. Now, it doesn't give us a unit of measurement. If it's in centimetres or cubes or bricks, we could put that afterwards. But we don't have that information, so we're just going to write an 8. What's the length of side AB? It is 8, okay? Because it goes from -1 to 7. That is a difference of 8. Okay then, so that's plotting points, finding missing points, plotting coordinates and points, finding missing coordinates, all done and checked. Final two parts here now. We're going to look, first of all, at translation. That basically means the movement of the shape. So I've got shape A and shape B. What you're now going to have to work out is, how's this moved? You're going to have to describe how this has moved. So the easiest way that I would do this was I would choose one point on each shape that is the exact same point. So don't choose this one and this one, because that's not moved like that, okay? Choose the same point on both shapes. And all you need to do then is count how many times it's gone left or right or up and down, okay? So let's start off with going to the left to right. Well, this is here and this is here. So it's gone across 1, 2, 3. So it's gone 4 to the right. 4 right. That gets into here. And how many down? 1, 2, 3. And 3 down. And translating is as easy as that, okay? You're basically describing how it's moved. And if you were to be given a, let's say you were to be given a point like that, and you said that this was translated 3 right and 1 up, all you would do is you would go 3 right, 1, 2, 3, and 1 up. There it is. That is the place of the new point, okay? So when it comes to translating, either describe it or just move it as it's telling you to do it, okay? It really is as simple as that for translating. And then we have got reflecting. Now with reflecting, that usually will tell us to reflect in the y-axis or the x-axis, okay? And all you need to imagine at this point is having a mirror, and if you were to put a mirror there and look in it, how would that shape move? So if I was to look at this one here and said, right, okay, reflect this in the x-axis, I would imagine my mirror is on the x-axis, and I would imagine that this shape has been flipped up like that. So this point here will stay exactly where it is. This point here, well, it's 1, 2, 3 below, which now means it's going to be 1, 2, 3 above. Just there. This one here is 3 below. It's now going to be 3 above because it's going to be flipped up, okay? So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then if I was to join those dots up, okay, to give me my new shape, that would now be reflected in the x-axis. It's a mirror image, just flipping it up and over like that, okay? And it'd be the same if I did it in the y-axis. If I said, right, okay, I want to translate this, reflect this shape into the y-axis, I would imagine I put my mirror down here, I've had a little look at it, and it flips over from here onto this side. So again, the same thing here. This point's not going to move because it's already on the axis, so it's going to stay there. This point here is 3 along, so it's going to be 3 along this side. And this one is 3 out, and it's going to be 3 there. And again, that will give me my reflection in the y-axis, and it will look like that. Again, just like I got a mirror, I just flipped it over across, okay? So that is reflection. Coordinates, as easy as that, okay? Right, your tasks for today. Squares, you've got your questions. Triangles 1 and 2, I've split you into 2 groups again today. Triangles 1, you've got your sheet. Triangles 2, you've got your sheet. And circles, you have got your own work as well. Have a go at these questions. When you've had a go at them, there are some extra activities on Study Ladder to do with coordinates and to do with translation and reflection, so have a go at them if you want to, and answers will be sent at the end of the day. However, if you want the dojo points, okay, send your work to me and I will mark it for you. Otherwise, year 6, have a fantastic session, and I will go through more of this in our daily Skype sessions. Thank you, and good.